Oh man, the KD files have been released. It is official. Allegedly, fans have found Kevin Durant's burner. Now, if you know, Kevin Durant's always said he's had burners. People just didn't know what his burner was. Well, today on Twitter, it was a mess because they have found Mr. Kevin Durant's burner, and allegedly, it is Get High 77, among others that he has. This is probably the main one. Now, the screenshots you're going to see are from group chats. Probably how they got out was somebody either snaked KD, one of his friends, or somebody that he had let access to follow that account, got hacked, was in the group chats. Long story short, they screenshotted all this stuff. And he really calls out players, former teammates, coaches, the whole nine. Okay. He actually calls out Alperen Sengun, his current teammate, in this first screenshot here you're going to see on the screen. Coach called that play to pass. Coach called that play to pass to Alpi. LOL. I'm going to turn the ball over with this team. I don't give a blank. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future. So Kevin Durant is talking about his current teammate right now, who he plays on the Rockets with, Alperen Sengun. And he is saying, talking about the coach, talking about Alperen Sengun. He also talks about his other teammate, Jabari Smith, saying Jabari Smith can't make an effing shot or get a stop. Just don't give him a tech free throw, TBH. That's what an account in this group chat says. And then Kevin Durant is the get off my Dickerson username. And he says he's low key R word. Not a good use of that word. I don't like using that word, so I won't say it. But you get the gist here, man. Kevin Durant, the burner allegations are pretty much confirmed. And not only are they confirmed, that's just the beginning. He says, I really got to laugh. I really got to laugh to stop from crying. I swear I miss Ben Simmons. At least he would give me the ball. He also goes on to talk about Devin Booker and Frank Vogel, his former coach and former teammate on the Suns. He calls them two dictators and calls them two dictators that I won't repeat the names of. And he also says the Suns are my team when we lose and Book's team when we win. So clearly, this is where Kevin Durant goes and spews his true feelings in these group chats. And who knows who's in these group chats? We know that it's his close friends, but some people are even saying that there's a couple fans in here, which is insane to me if that is true. Why would you be in a group chat with people who you know are going to take this, screenshot it, and send it out to the world? It makes no sense. And I mean, this is it. He even talks about Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr hasn't drawn up one player suggested anything, but he's a three-time champ. Like, this is crazy. This guy would be in these group chats a minute before tip-off. Literally a minute before tip-off, he'd be in the locker room on his burner typing in these group chats. It is insane. He even talks about Steph Curry. If you don't screen and pass up shots for Steph, you're getting waived. He also said he called Steph out in film and everybody looked at him like this. Mind you, as I record this, all this happened on Twitter literally 10 minutes before the All-Star game was getting ready to tip off. So Kevin Durant is seen glued to his phone as he walks into the tunnel to get ready for the All-Star game and was glued to his phone when he was even on the court getting announced before tip-off. He was on his phone glued. And you could see the look on his face. Kevin Durant was visibly worried. Like, you could tell he knew he got caught. And I mean, this can't not be him, right? Who would react to this? The fact that he's on his phone so much, he looks so nervous. I mean, come on. This looks like a guy who got caught. Let's be real. He even said about Steve Kerr, since MJ punched Kerr in the face, he don't F with dark skins. This is KD. Like how can this not be KD? He says, I don't know how to approach a game with these guys, talking about his current team, the Rockets. This is literally insane. And Kevin Durant is probably, in my opinion, I mean, you see the jersey on the wall, one of my favorite players of all time, best scorer of all time in NBA history, in my opinion. But it's stuff like this that diminishes his legacy. And the allegations have always been out there, right? KD has a burner. KD has a burner. They found it. There's even a tweet from 2023 from somebody random who said his burner is at Get High 77. And now everybody's finding that tweet today like, "Oh my God, how did he know?" And this is a regular fan account. So if a fan account knows KD, how do you expect the world to not eventually figure this out? And now you're going to have to go back to the Rockets facility and look at all your teammates. You're going to have to see Jabari Smith's face. You're going to have to see Alperen Sengun's face. Who knows how they feel? They probably hate his guts now. They're probably like, "Oh, you were talking bad about me. That's crazy. We're on the same team, this and that." Bro, KD still has to hoop with these guys for the remainder of the season. The Rockets aren't a bottom of the barrel NBA team. The Rockets are going to the playoffs. And this is something that they have to deal with now. He talks about James Harden in these. He talks about Kyrie Irving. He said you would think you would think me and James pooped in Kyrie's cereal the way that he treats us and this and that. Like, this is insane. And I don't know where the Rockets go from here. As a team, I don't think you can come out and address this situation and say, "Hey guys, Kevin Durant said some things, blah, blah. He didn't mean it." Like, what? I don't think you can. I think they're just going to try to sweep this under the rug, but I don't think it's sweepable. This is all over Twitter, like literally all over Twitter right now. I don't know where the Rockets go from here. Kevin Durant's teammates are going to look at him sideways, and this is something they will never forget. And I know KD's on the back end of his career, but he's known to, go to new teams here and there. His next team, if there is a next team after the Rockets, is going to be looking at this like, "Well, are you going to tweet about us on your burner too? Talking crap about your teammates, your coaches?" This is a bad look, man. It's a bad look on Kevin Durant's part. And this is literally the only knock on his legacy, is the going back and forth with fans on Twitter. Now your burner on Twitter got outed. People are seeing what you're saying in these group chats that you think nobody else in the world is going to see. And now we're here. And like I said, as I record this, he's playing in the All-Star game, sitting next to face with guys that he talked crap about of. Who knows if they even know? Like I said, this broke on Twitter like 15 minutes before the tip-off in the All-Star game. So what, KD, man? I love KD, but what are we doing, Kevin? This is not what you want on your resume. Because as much as I love KD, as good as of a basketball player he is, this is the only knock on his legacy, is silly stuff like this, social media stuff like this. And it sucks to see as a real Kevin Durant fan. But I mean, let's be real, this is hilarious. And I know people are going to knock him, and he said some pretty ridiculous stuff. And we're not just going to sit here and act like 99% of superstars don't feel a certain way about their teammates that aren't as good. They probably have these same thoughts in their head. The difference is Kevin Durant is having these thoughts in his head and taking it to Twitter on a burner account. That's a problem. And now you are disrupting the nucleus of the Houston Rockets, who, like I said, are a playoff team, a real contender. And you're calling Alperen Sengun the best player on the Rockets besides yourself. You're saying that he can't defend and he can't shoot, and that this guy is supposed to be their future. And then you're calling Jabari Smith the tard word and saying that he can't shoot, he can't get a stop, you can't trust him. Well, now these guys are going to create a circle, the non-KD circle. Now they're going to be talking about Kevin Durant when he's not in the room, saying, "What's wrong with this guy? How could he? This and that." And this whole nucleus of the Houston Rockets is now ruined. It is ruined. How do you come back from this? If you're Kevin Durant, how do you look Alperen Sengun? How do you look Jabari Smith in the face And he even talked about Trae Young. He said Trae Young's breath was kicking. He said he can shoot from the half court, but he can't shoot a mint in his mouth. His breath is kicking. Like, this is just unnecessary strays left and right. Unnecessary. That's the key word. It's just unnecessary, Kevin. This sucks to see. I don't know how you can go back in that Rockets locker room and look at your teammates in the face. And I really wonder if he's going to come out and address this himself. What is he going to do? How is he going to play it? Are the Rockets going to say something? Is Kevin going to tweet out again? Because he was real active on Twitter today, right before this kicked off, and then radio silence. And then we see the videos of him glued to his phone as he's walking in the tunnel, getting ready for the All-Star game to tip. Got his phone on the court, glued to it, while he's literally about to tip off. I don't know how he's going to handle it. I don't know how the Rockets are going to handle it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is insane. Probably a top 5 day on NBA Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. All that good stuff. It has been Dave G, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.